Hello everyone, my name is Amjad Ali and today we are back with one of our another Facebook Live session of our expo, our info session, and it is my biggest honor today to have Sherry Tang from the University of Adelaide, G8 University. So we will have a discussion on how's Adelaide going with the COVID, how's the University of Adelaide COVID plan and everything, how students are coming back. We'll have some discussion on some of the key hot courses, scholarships, and much more. So very warm welcome, Sherry.
Thank you, Amjad. Thanks for inviting me. So let me share my screen first.
Sure. So Sherry, let's start with the discussion on what is the a bit about University of Adelaide is that itself. We know
Yep.
most of us all know about the University of Adelaide. It's a Group 8 university, but a bit more about it.
Yep.
Also, then how's the COVID situation is.
No problem. So welcome everyone. This is Sherry from International Recruitment Team at the University of Adelaide. From this part, I'll give you a very quick introduction about Adelaide City and the University of Adelaide. So let's look at Adelaide City first. Adelaide is the capital city of South Australia. Actually, it's quite close by to Melbourne and Sydney. The flight between Adelaide and Melbourne is just about an hour, and between Sydney and Adelaide is just like an hour and a half. So it's quite easy for you to travel around if you are studying here. Um, now, I'm gonna give you a very quick brief history about the uni. The University of Adelaide was established in 1874, which made us the third oldest university in Australia, and also, of course, the first university in South Australia. Also, the uni is the first one in Australia to admit women, and also the first one to award science degrees. And we are also the home of Australia's first conservatorium of music. So it's very this uni has a very long history and very prestigious.
Yeah.
So yeah, here are some key reasons that why you need to choose the University of Adelaide. As just Amjad mentioned, we are member of Geo8 University in Australia, and we are the only Geo8 university in South Australia. Among thousands of unis in the world, we actually the uni constantly ranked in top 1% in the world.
Great, great, great.
In Australia's history, there were 15 Nobel Prize winners. Actually, 5 of them are associated with the University of Adelaide. 3 of them actually graduated from the university. It's quite surprising, right?
Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly. So we also have over 110 Rhodes Scholars. So all the Nobel Prizes, Rhodes Scholars, they can definitely prove our strong academic performance. Also, the university is very international, very multicultural. We have students from over 100 countries in the world. We also have over 120 exchange partners, which means during your study with us, you'll be able to travel or do your internship or your study overseas with our partners. Of course, it will happen once the border open, once COVID situation is being better. So just quickly to highlight, here are some rankings, the newest rankings. So according to Times Higher Education 2021 ranking, we are number 7 in Australia and 106 in the world, according to QS World University Ranking. According to Times Higher Education, we are ranked 118 in the world. So these five people, five like very awesome people. They're actually the 5 Nobel Prize winners that I just mentioned about. Actually, don't be tricked by those black and white pictures, guys. 2 of them are actually still teaching and doing research at the university. If you are becoming like a nursing or health related program students, you might probably you will see them. Sorry, we also have some notable alumni, including the first NASA astronaut, Andy Thomas, and Australia's first female Prime Minister, Julia Gillard, also Singapore's seventh President, Tony Tan. So we have a very international reputation in the world. So if you can be one of our graduates, being one of our alumni, it would be very awesome.
It's a very unique mix. It's not just only medical or science or something.
Exactly.
It has literature, it has politician, it has physics,
Exactly.
everything. It's a very unique mix as well.
Exactly.
renowned personalities.
Julia Gillard, the first female prime minister in Australia, sometimes she will come back to our campus to do a public lecture. So she will make a speech about her experience. So you might see her like quite often on campus.
Great.
So in terms of campuses, we have 3 campuses, but the main one just on your left-hand side, our North Terrace, is the main campus. I would say about 90% of our teaching activities happens on North Terrace campus. So North Terrace campus locates right in the heart of Adelaide CBD, which makes it very convenient for students to study and live. So I will discuss more about our programs in the later part. So we will just skip this part quickly.
Sure.
Also, we have some awesome investment of our teaching facilities, our teaching building. I would like to highlight here is the Adelaide Health and Medical Sciences building, the brand new building for our health, especially nursing, medicine students. They will be practicing, studying inside this building. Of course, we got our 6-star teaching building in Garden Watney building. This building is only for engineering students and computer sciences students. And as I mentioned before, the University of Adelaide is very it's a very comprehensive university. So at both undergrad level and postgrad level, we offer different kinds of programs. I think from architecture to science, teaching, nursing, health related at both undergrad and postgraduate degrees levels. So if the student have any interested areas, programs, disciplines, they will always be able to find one program suitable for them. Yeah, so above the one that I just mentioned is roughly about the uni itself. In terms of COVID, every uni, every student, especially international students, suffers a lot from COVID-19 pandemic. But in Australia, especially South Australia, the government, the whole state, actually were coping super well about the COVID-19 situation. So actually, our campus, our student here at the university, we kind of went back to normal from last August, from semester 2 last year. So some of the students, especially those could make it here in Adelaide, they're really back to campus to do face-to-face study. So the situation is now is like if you can physically be here in Adelaide, the uni has already opened campus and also some teachings to students to do face-to-face. So you don't need to do online anymore. But of course, if you couldn't make it here in Australia, we still provide online teaching for the students.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's really good thing. Now, obviously, if someone is looking for a Group 8 university, a top reputable university, which is a top 1% university in the world, and especially top 1% in STEM nowadays, STEM is one of the very popular field, then University of Adelaide is the right choice for them. Nowadays, obviously, students are very focused into some of the key hot courses like nursing or teaching, IT, engineering. These are the courses which are very much in demand. So if
Yeah.
you can share some light on those courses and some of the options available with the courses, requirements, scholarships,
Yeah.
whatever, if you can share with us. Yeah, our audience.
Sure, no problem. Sorry. Let me share my screen again, because like for this session, I just want to like introduce or just like highlight our popular programs, because we
That's
have
right.
this many programs. But I won't go into each program, but
Sure.
here in this session, I will just introduce just one of 3 or 4. So first, nursing, kind of the most popular ones here
True.
at the University of Adelaide. Sorry, for nursing, we have 2 programs. One is a bachelor level, Bachelor of Nursing, and the second is Master of Clinical Nursing. Both of these 2 programs can lead to professional registration, which means once you successfully complete those 2 programs, you will be able to get the registration to become a registered nurse in Australia. So first, let's look at Bachelor of Nursing. This is a 3-year program. So basically, we will only have one intake every year, which is in Feb. And in terms of the entry requirement, we'll roughly require you to have a 75% or equivalent score in high school or in previous study. And the most tricky ones is about the English. I think it's because of nursing boards in Australia's newest requirements. All the new commencing nursing students will need to provide an IELTS 7, overall 7, and each band no less than 7 score, or PTE or TOEFL, those equivalent English results. These results need to be submitted before you commence the study with us. For Bachelor of Nursing, we don't have any prerequisite subjects before you commence the study, but we do highly recommend the students to have biology or mathematical backgrounds. So it's easier for the student to understand the subject and knowledge, and easily to cope with the study program.
True. Fair enough.
So yeah, so this is a very intense program. Basically, placement will happen from I think during the first break between semester 1 and semester 2. The placement will happen quite early in students' first year, and we will require the student to do multiple placement. I think sums up it's like over 1,000 hours in 3 years placement. So I believe once the student graduates, they will be very competitive. They'll be job ready before they graduate, because we have so much clinical placement, like practical stuff happening during their study. So for master level, this program is a bit tricky. We have a very strict requirement about students' bachelor background. So only students without a bachelor background in nursing will be eligible to apply. Basically, so in short, we don't accept Bachelor of Nursing students or students who have Bachelor of Nursing background to apply for our Master of Clinical Nursing program.
Yep.
But another tricky thing is about the program. Before you apply, we do require you to have a university level of human biology subject. At this moment, we recommend the student to do a short course, a short subject at our recognized providers. So you can do the short course within a very short time, and then you will be eligible to get an offer of our clinical nursing program. Yeah.
So short course of up to 6 weeks. Yeah.
Yes, I think you can do it within a very short time.
True.
But also, as similar with Bachelor of Nursing, the student will still need to provide an IELTS overall 7 score before you commence.
And it is other English mediums are accepted as well, like PT or TOEFL.
Yes. PT, TOEFL, as long as you can like achieve this, like the similar to
Sure.
be equivalent to it. So yeah, so Master of Clinical Nursing is also very intense because it's a 2 year, a very quick program. So the placements or the clinical session will start very early as well.
Right.
So yeah, this is for nursing. It's quite popular these days, but unfortunately, we will only have one intake a year every year, and we will close application. I think 2 months before the intake. 2 months before the program starts. So if you want to study with us, if you want to study nursing program with us, obvious now is the closest intake will be 2022 Feb intake. So you can apply now, as they are both protocol program and very competitive.
So both courses are closed for this year.
This year, yes, because our semester 1 starts 1st of March. So, yeah. So this is for nursing program. I will. Okay. So you just also you ask about nursing, right?
Teaching, then we can.
Teaching. Okay.
Yep.
So for teaching.
Because that's also very popular nowadays.
Yes.
Students are looking for secondary and early childhood teaching.
Yeah. So for teaching, we still provide at bachelor level, also at master level. So Bachelor of Teaching, it is a 4-year double degree. So basically, the student need to first decide which teaching at which level you need to pursue, middle or secondary. Second, the student need to choose in which area, in which disciplines they will be like to combine the double degree. Say, for example, if I'm interested in studying teaching if I'm interested in studying secondary teaching program, and I also want to be a science teacher in the future, so I will need to apply Bachelor of Teaching secondary with Bachelor of Science.
Great.
Yeah, it's a 4-year double degree. Within the 4 years, the student will need to finish 5 blocks of teaching placements. All those teaching placements will be arranged by the faculty. Basically, students don't need to worry about sourcing those placements outside, because the faculty will do all the job for you. And for teaching, actually, Bachelor of Teaching is one of the programs very competitive, and will require the student to have a very relatively high ATA, which is 80. Also, you need to prove that you have an IELTS over 7, each band no less than 7.0 English proficiency. We also accept PTE or TOEFL for this program.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. And so this one additional requirement the student need to meet is our teaching capability statement. Basically, you will need to write a very short essay to answer 3 questions, like why do you want to be a teacher, and what experience you had in your previous study makes you feel like you want to be a teacher. So it's like the faculty will look at those statements to decide if the student have the potential, possible, good personality to become a teacher. After that, if you meet all the requirements, an offer will be issued. Also, for master level, we have a combined teaching program at master level. So we combine middle teaching and secondary teaching within one program. It's a 2-year, very intense program. To be eligible for this program, first you still need to submit a teaching capability statement to answer those questions. Also English and GPA. We will require the student to at least have a credit average, like results in their bachelor background. So basically, for master level, the faculty will do the assessments one by one, case by case, because our master students will have 2 teaching areas when they study. So how do I know which 2 teaching areas I'll be studying? So it is actually not students' decision. It's faculty's decision, because once the students submit their application, they will need to submit their bachelor degrees transcript.
Yep.
Faculty will look at the transcript and allocate 2 teaching areas, 1 major, 1 minor for the students.
Based on their previous studies.
Yes, so I've listed all the possible teaching areas here. We have actually over 10 teaching areas. So the faculty will look at your transcript, you'll look at your background, bachelor background, to decide which kind of 2 teaching areas they will give you. Basically, for example, if I am a Bachelor of Commerce student, I have a bachelor degree in commerce, so highly possible that I will be allocated for accounting and business study, but it's on case by case. So you won't know which kind of teaching areas you will be studying until the faculty notify you.
True. Fair enough.
Yeah, but for your bachelor's degree, credit average is definitely a must, because teaching, especially Master of Teaching program here at the uni is very competitive, and we have a lot of applicants every year. So higher, like GPA definitely is higher the better, especially for those popular teaching areas like business, accounting. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. I can understand that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you can share a bit about engineering courses as well, would be very great. Yeah.
Yeah. So engineering, in the University of Adelaide is actually quite aggressive in engineering area. So let's look at the ranking table, a discipline ranking table from 2020, according to academic rankings of world universities and QS top uni rankings by subject. So look at those disciplines, including mining, mineral engineering, civil engineering, electrical and electronical engineering, mechanical engineering, and energy science and engineering. All those disciplines, the uni is quite aggressive. First, we ranked the first in South Australia, and some of them even top 3 in Australia. Look at like Triple E, the electrical and electronic engineering, we ranked number 1 in Australia and number 42nd in the world. Or our engineering is very internationally recognized, and all those programs, no matter it's at bachelor level or master level, they are all credited by Engineers Australia. So yeah, we have different majors the student can choose to major in, like mechanical, chemical, civil, environmental, mining, petroleum, etc. So for Bachelor of Engineering, it's a 4-year honors degree. It's compulsory to study honors with us. And within the 4 years, the students need to do an 8-week compulsory practical internship in engineering field before they graduate. The student can choose either to do the internship here in Australia or to do it back in their home countries.
Right.
And also for master levels, it's a 2-year master level, but we do need the student to have similar academic backgrounds. Basically, if you want to apply for Master of Civil Engineering, you need to have a similar background, which would be Bachelor of Civil Engineering. Yeah, so for both Bachelor and Master level, we will need the student to have at least above credit average, above credit to be eligible to get an offer.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for a very detailed information on engineering.
Thank you, Amjad.
Sherry, if you can share a bit of one of the most important thing which after selecting the course the student asks is the scholarships. If you can share something about the scholarships, would be really great.
Yep. All right. Give me a sec. Are you able to see my screen here?
Yeah.
My slide? Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, scholarship, to be honest, I think Uni Adelaide has already offering a very generous international scholarships, especially being a GEO8 university. So we have basically two types of scholarships available for our international students. From 15% to 25% to 30%, depends on your previous qualification, basically your background, also your GPA, basically your academic performance. So let's look at the first category, 25% higher education scholarship. So if you have really studied in Australia before, if you no matter is if you study a diploma, a higher education diploma or high school or bachelor here in Australia, if you can successfully get our offer, you will be automatically granted this 25% scholarship. And this 25% scholarship will apply throughout your degree, your study with us. If you are gonna study 2 years with us, you every semester, like within the 2 years, you will get the 20% off. If 3 years, still 20% off, 25% off throughout the 3 years, throughout the study. So this is for students who already studied, complete a degree here in Australia. Also, if you previously studied overseas, no matter which countries, don't worry, you still have 15% or 30% scholarship available. So we will look at your GPA, because at Uni Adelaide, the GPA system is by 7, the scale is by 7. So we will convert your previous study, your GPA, your scores at your bachelor degree to convert to our standard by 7. If you can achieve a GPA 5 to 6 out of 7, you will be eligible for 15% scholarship. If you are a very high performing student, if you can achieve a GPA 6 out of 7, you will be eligible for a 30% scholarship. Both 15%, 30%, they can also apply throughout the duration of your study here at the University of Adelaide. Those scholarship, no matter it's 15, 25, or 30, they only have eligible for students who are studying coursework with us, including undergraduate program or master by coursework. It's not include PhD or on PhD study.
For research work course.
It's a different kind of scholarships.
Okay.
But some of the programs are actually excluded, like nursing, medicine, or dentistry. Those very competitive programs. But teaching is included.
Okay.
Yeah, teaching, computer science, engineering are included in these scholarships, but nursing is not because it's super competitive.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, so that's all about our scholarship. Very straightforward, I think.
Great. I think this brings us to the end of our discussion, and I really appreciate your insightful, detailed information and covering all the aspects. If our viewers have any questions, or if you are looking to apply for the FAB intake in many of the courses are still available other than I understand nursing. So please feel free to contact us for the coming intakes, or if you have any queries, please contact us. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank you,
Sherry.
MJ. See ya.
See ya.